Today's episode deals with adult nutritional energy drinks. I'm not sure if that's a proper term for these, but that's what I'm going to be calling them. So we have Ensure and we have Boost. I had an individual who made a comment on my YouTube channel about doing Boost to see if it can freeze dry well, and so that's what we're going to do here today. We're going to see how well Boost will freeze dry, but we're not going to do Boost by itself. We're also going to do Ensure. So a couple of issues about these. Boost, now both of these are 8 ounces. The Boost has 140 calories. Ensure has 120. And you could say that, you know, if something has more calories, that may mean it tastes better. I don't know. But anyway, the total amount of sugars in Boost is 15 grams. The total amount of sugars in Ensure is 10. And that's important because the more sugars an item has when you freeze dry, the more expansion of the sugar crystals is going to occur in the chamber. Another issue is fats. Now both of these have 6 grams of fats. So some of the things that make it freeze drying difficult to do is sugar, salts, and fats. So we're going to see if the sugar, I don't think the fat's going to be a problem. We'll have to see about the sugar, especially with Boost having 15 grams. Now the question is, why even freeze dry these? Well, the shelf life for Boost is 18 to 24 months. When I tried to find out what the shelf life for Ensure was, they weren't cagey, but they just never came right out and said how long the shelf life. However, the expiration date for the Ensure is April of 2023. So that's about, well, that's 11 months away. So I guess you could say Ensure, and I guess it depends on when this was manufactured, but we're just going to go ahead and say that Ensure is probably going to be 12 to 18 months also. But they don't come right out and say what the shelf life is. Now on the Ensure, the third and fourth ingredient are sugars. On the Boost, the second and third items on the ingredient list is sugars, and that's probably why Boost has more calories and more grams of sugar. So anyway, we're going to take these and we're going to go ahead and I mark these trays. So Ensure is going to be over here, Boost is going to be over here. And I don't know why I keep on buying things that have chocolate in them, because I cannot eat or consume chocolate. Now, one of the things it says in the instructions that once these are opened, they're supposed to be consumed within 48 hours. So the shelf life, once opened, is extremely limited on these products. So I guess the question is, why even freeze dry these items? Well, it could be convenience. If you're really into Boost and if you use Ensure a lot, the first thing that comes to mind is maybe you want to take it on an airplane. There are limitations with the TSA and what you can take on an airplane, so maybe that would be a benefit. Camping, hiking, kind of comes down to weight. You want to cut your weight as much as possible, and by freeze drying you can definitely do that. I have 1 cup of each product in here right now. I'm going to walk these down to my freezer, and I will put the remaining amount. I'll probably put 3 cups. Well, I'll put 4 cups total, 3 more cups to add into my freezer. We're going to pre-freeze it, and then we're going to throw it in the freeze dryer and see how it comes out. Here is my Ensure and my Boost. Just pulled it out of the freeze dryer. So this is the Boost over here. This is Ensure over here. The Boost is a little bit darker than the Ensure. But one thing I've noticed about these is because the Boost does have a little bit extra sugar in it, when it comes time to removing it, you can tell that there's going to be a little bit of residue left on the bottom of the tray. Now the Ensure comes off really, really easy. I'm really impressed with how the Ensure does not stick. And for all intents and purposes, the Boost comes off really easy, but it sticks just a little bit more than the Ensure, and that's probably because of the extra sugar that is in the Boost product. But both of these actually came out really well. So there's no reason to have to add any additional water to this product to keep it from crystallizing. The thickeners and the other ingredients that are in the Ensure and the Boost product pretty much keep it in a pretty good shape here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and powder these up. The Boost does look a little bit darker than the Ensure. So we're going to powder these up, and we're going to rehydrate them and do a taste test and see which is going to be better. So this is the Ensure product. So we did 4 containers of Ensure. Each container is 8 ounces, so that's 32. So we went from 32 ounces down to 7.05, so it's basically 7 ounces. We took a lot of water out of that, from 32 to 7 ounces. Next we'll do the Boost. This is the Boost nutrition drink. Same thing here, we went from 32 ounces to 7.75. We started this project with 4 bottles of Ensure, and we freeze dried them down. The 4 bottles came to 32 ounces, and the net weight after freeze drying was 5.45 ounces. So we removed almost 27 ounces worth of liquid out of this. To give you an idea, this right here is 1 serving of Ensure. So this right here is 1.3 ounces of Ensure. If you wanted to rehydrate this, and we will do this, you take this amount of Ensure and add 6.6 ounces, and it'd give you the same amount and the same product that came out of this little bottle. On the Boost side of things, we took 4 bottles of Boost, 8 ounces each, and freeze dried them. So we started at 32 ounces. We ended up with 7.45 ounces of product, which means we removed 24.55 ounces of water. So each serving of Boost would be 1.55 ounces, which is this amount here. We'd have to add 6.45 ounces of water to come back to what was originally in this bottle here. And we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're going to chill the liquid, because it does say that you should chill before drinking. So we'll follow the instructions and see how it tastes. I have 6.45 ounces of water right here, and we're going to go ahead and add the powdered Boost back into liquid. And this should be 8 ounces. So we have our 8 ounces of Boost, which is the same in the bottle, and we'll chill this down, and we'll have some people taste it to see if there's any difference between the freeze-dried version and the stuff that's right out of the bottle. We're back to the Ensure product. So I have 1.36 ounces of the freeze-dried Ensure, and I have 6.6 ounces of water to bring this back together to reconstitute it. And we're back to 8 ounces, where we should be. Ensure feels a little bit thicker. We'll put these in the refrigerator and chill them down, and then we'll have a taste test. We're getting ready for the taste test. So this is the freeze-dried Ensure, freeze-dried Boost, and this is the original the original Ensure, and the original Boost. Both of these have been in my fridge for a couple of hours. So we can bring my wife in here and see if she can taste any difference. One thing I have noticed between the Ensure and the Boost is that the Ensure is much darker than the Boost. So I have my wife here. She is an expert when it comes to all things chocolate. So we'll have her taste this one first. Thoughts?
Actually, it's not bad. I expected it to be awful, but it was pretty good.
Okay, now taste this one.
Thin shake. Not as good.
Why?
It tastes more vanilla and less chocolate.
So this tastes more vanilla than less
Yes,
chocolate. Try again.
I really need a glass of water here. Chocolatey goodness.
Okay, so between these two, which one do you like best? You like this one best?
That one. Yes.
Okay, let's try it. Cleanse your palate. Try this one. Those first two are Ensure.
Yeah.
Okay, now taste this one.
Actually, it tastes a little more chocolatey than that one.
Okay, so this one tastes more chocolatey than this one. Okay, now taste this one.
The best one is the first one.
Taste that one. That's it. Okay, so this one is Ensure. This one is Boost.
This one I like the Boost better.
Okay, the Boost actually has more calories than the Ensure. Now try this one.
Really don't like that at all. It's like chocolate water.
And then try this one.
That's the best of them all.
Okay, so she's saying this is the best one here of them all. So these two are freeze-dried. This is the Boost freeze-dried. This is the Ensure freeze-dried, and this is the one she likes best. This is the regular Ensure. This is the Boost. Between these two, she likes Boost the best. All right, so you heard it from an expert. The freeze-dried Ensure she liked best out of all four. The regular Boost she liked better than the Ensure. The freeze-dried Boost she liked the least. She referred to this as like a thin milkshake. This was more like a thin chocolate milk. So anyway, this is not scientific by any stretch of the imagination, but freeze-drying these, what do they call them? Adult drinks, energy, they're not energy drinks, nutritional drinks. So freeze-drying these nutritional drinks is possible. The Boost, because it has a little bit more sugar, will stick to the bottom of the pan a little bit more. The Ensure did not stick to the pan at all. Where could this be a benefit? Well, if you're really into these Boost and Ensure drinks, I guess one thing about freeze-drying these is I believe the TSA will not allow 8 ounces to go on a plane. So you cannot take these on a plane, but you could take them in a freeze-dried state. So if you were to freeze-dry these, you could take these on a plane and then mix them with water on the plane. Same thing with going camping. Well, as long as these have not been opened, these will stay good for a year to 18 months. Once they're open, they need to be refrigerated. But long-term storage, I think it'd be a great idea. If you're sensitive to weight, if you're going to the space station or something like that, freeze drying is always the preferred method of camping, hiking, if you're concerned about weight. But anyway, there you go. It's up to you on what you want to do with it. Like I said, I wish I could try these, but I'd rather not have a migraine later on in the day. So thank you for your time. I enjoy doing this. Please subscribe, and I will send another video your way soon. Thank you.